I'm Alexis.
And I'm Tiffany, and we're the hosts of Legit KidLit, a video series where we get to see into the secret and silly lives of authors and illustrators.
We love to celebrate and promote books, but most of all, we want to say hey to all you readers out there trying to find that right book for you. We hope that you can find some new reads after today.
Good morning, wonderful people. I am here ready with my coffee.
Hey everyone. I'm so excited to be here too. I thought I'd put my hair down for this episode, mainly because I didn't want to bother trying to put it up. It's a battle with my hair, honestly.
Hey Brooks, nice to see you. Your hair looks great, and it's good to see everybody, and I can't wait to meet new people, so I'm super excited to be here, and I'm looking forward to it.
Hi everybody, this is Larissa. It's 7 a.m. in Southern California, so I'm super tired, but I'm here.
Hey guys, this is Jarrett. I have no idea if I'm doing this right. It's good to see all you guys. I hope you're doing well.
I'm so excited to draw with you guys again. I am huge fans of everybody's work, so thanks for having me and putting up with my shenanigans. Thanks. I don't know why I said shenanigans. That was weird. I feel stupid for saying that. But yeah, it's also early here. It's 10 o'clock, and I just woke up not too long ago, so bear with me. I'm still, the coffee's still yet to kick in. It'll kick in soon.
Okay, Brooks, Shannon loves the word shenanigans. Just have to put that out there. Good word.
I'm also a fan of the word shenanigans. Putting that out there too.
We love shenanigans at Legit KidLit, so we're all good.
Welcome to our second draw off. 4 KidLit creators have joined us today to share in some drawing fun.
So we will be asking our creators to draw on the spot with topics that they have not prepared for. We'll use our wheel of topics to decide on what they will draw for us, and they'll only have 5 minutes to draw.
Our draw off episodes are always full of laughs, celebrations, wonderful creations, and shenanigans. Thank you, Brooks. So let's get this started by meeting our artists. Let's give them all a round of applause.
Our first guest to join us today is award-winning illustrator Shennen Bersani. Shannon's books show a world of nature and science through emotions that create strong connections with her readers. One of the books she has illustrated is Astro, the Stellar Sea Lion. Welcome, Shennen. What are you most excited for our episode today?
Oh, well, I am a award-winning author too, for a 2 column counts. But today I'm super excited to be here because I'm going to meet new people. I get to meet Jarrett and Larissa, and I get to say a big hi again to Brooks, Alexis, and you, Tiffany. So I'm super excited to be here and join everybody again.
Hey Shannon, so what was the most difficult part in illustrating your Astro book?
Oh gosh, so Astro, the Stellar Sea Lion, is he's a real sea lion that it's a true story. You can go meet him. He's at Mystic Aquarium in Connecticut. And when I got assigned the book, I happened to grow up on the ocean here in Massachusetts. I grew up in Weymouth on the ocean. And so I see the Atlantic Ocean. And I thought, wow, if I'm going to illustrate this book, I don't want kids who live in California, because he's a stellar sea lion, so he's from California. And I didn't want kids to open the book and say, this doesn't look like California. This looks like, I don't know. So, because I didn't know what the Pacific Ocean looked like. So I flew out to California so I could actually see where Astro was found. He was a pup when they found him. He still had his umbilical cord attached to him. And so they rescued him and brought him to the Marine Mammal Center where they healed him. And so I went to the Marine Mammal Center, and then I went to the Long Marine Lab where I met the staff. And so the biggest challenge for me was to actually see where stellar sea lions live and see what the Pacific Ocean really looked like, so I could show it to children accurately.
Our next guest is a returning author for us, Brooks Benjamin. Brooks, welcome back. And what advice do you have for our young creators watching?
Thanks for having me back. I really love this show. This is so much fun. So being able to return with, all of my favorite people and, new favorite people that I'm going to get to draw with today is going to be fantastic. A little bit of advice that I would give young people is probably, if you're an illustrator or author, either one, write that story, draw that picture that speaks to you, that you feel, you need to write or draw at that time, and don't worry about what other people are saying. If they're saying like, oh, that's not that good, that's okay, because, art is, number one, very subjective, and you may think something that you make is beautiful and, life-changing. Other people may go, I don't get it. Don't worry about that. When you write or when you draw things, I feel like it should start, with you writing or drawing for yourself. So, just write and draw things that mean something to you, that are important to you, that speak to you. And, if you really kind of put yourself into it, it's definitely going to speak to others. So, there you go. Oh, and also, the other advice I would say is sometimes slowing down is a good choice. Just to kind of throw back to the pooping cheetah photo.
I miss the pooping cheetah.
I also miss the pooping cheetah, and I'm glad Larissa said something because I feel like I need to know.
All right, so yeah, one of our prompts last time was toilet and cheetah. So I drew this cheetah on a toilet, and I was like, oh my gosh, this looks so inspirational. So I put, sometimes it's nice to slow down, or to go to work, or do something. I can't read it, it's backwards on my screen. But there it is, inspirational pooping cheetah.
I hope the poster version of that will be live for sale soon, because I kind of want one in my studio over here.
Don't you think that would be better suited for your bathroom, Jarrett?
Okay, I colored in my pooping cheetah. My cheetah was just flushing the toilet, having a birthday party. So I colored mine in. Here's mine.
Brooks is the author of My 7th Grade Life in Tights, a middle school novel that is full of humor and heart. So, Brooks, tell us, what song should we all dance to today?
So to answer your question, what we're going to be dancing to today, I've really thought about this one since you asked. And the first song I think we should dance to is just one that's really making its rounds, all over social media right now, which I think is just kind of perfect. So I think that was really good. Then I was like, okay, so not everybody might get that reference. So then I'm just gonna go back to my, kind of fall back to band, my favorite band in the world, Queen. And it's gonna be the most epic moment that was made famous by Wayne's World. And here we go. And if you have long hair, you can really do the headbanging part. And this would be great. So if you don't have dance moves, you don't need dance moves. All you need is hair. Here it comes. And that's also why sometimes I put my hair up.
Jarrett Lerner is guest creator today with us, and we are excited to get a little silly with him. His books are always full of humor and positive messages for readers, including his newest series, Geeger the Robot. All right, Jarrett, we have to know, if you could build a robot to do anything, what would you have it do?
If I could have a robot do anything for me, I think I would have it clean the cat's litter box. That's my least favorite chore to do around the house. And if I could just never worry about that again, I'd be happy.
Jarrett, what is a wish that you have for our youth?
A wish I have for our youth? Well, I guess I hope that our youth grows up knowing and believing that they all matter in the world, and that they've got a voice that needs to be used and shared with the world, and that they've all got stories. Whether or not they want to be authors and illustrators, they all have important stories to share. And I hope they have the confidence and the certainty in that belief to share them with us all and help make our world more awesome.
Lastly, we welcome Larissa Marantz. Thank you for joining us today. Larissa has illustrated a dozen books, including the series Clyde the Hippo, and has worked as an animation artist for numerous shows, including Rugrats. Larissa, we are very excited you could join us today. What is your favorite part of creating?
Thanks for the introduction. My favorite thing about creating is I love making something out of nothing. I love looking at the page that was formerly blank and now it has some fun doodle or fun piece of art or fun character. I think just the act of making something out of nothing is really cool. The second thing that I love about creating is sharing my work with other people, and that's a lot of joy for me. I love getting an emotional reaction from whatever it is that I create, especially designing characters. My favorite thing is designing characters that have an emotional appeal. And when I came up with Clyde, my heart burst, and I just knew that he had to be, that design that I drew was the one. So that's the one thing that I love about creating, and I think a lot of kids that like to draw can kind of relate to the feeling of just enjoying the movement of your crayon or your pencil on the paper and then seeing something that you've made, which was formerly nothing. I think that's pretty cool.
Creating something new can be tough. So, which one of your books was the most demanding for you or demanded the most from you? And what advice do you have for our young viewers when they might face a tough situation while they're creating?
Well, the most demanding book that I am working on is the book that I'm working on right now. It is a graphic novel and it's called Blake Laser, and here is the title. I know it's backwards, but it's a graphic novel. It's about it's a 24th century science fiction fantasy about a biracial girl who's a galactic genius but doesn't know how smart she is, and she has to save the world from aliens who are trying to extract the sun's energy, and she has to do it in 48 hours with her annoying older brother and her family. Doing a graphic novel is a lot of work because you have to create this entire world, and it's literally like 8 picture books because it's about 240 pages. So I'm in the middle of doing that right now. I'm having the time of my life, but it is the most demanding because it will take the next 2 years of my life.
I can already tell this is going to be an amazing episode. To get our creative juices flowing, we are going to do a quick draw. So, the leaves have been changing to beautiful oranges, yellows, and reds. The air is cooler. Sweaters and boots are dug out from the back of the closet. Comfy scarves. Alexis and I love fall, so we want to know what your favorite part of fall is. You have 1 minute to draw. You may begin.
Okay, here's my 1-minute drawing. It is me in my favorite fall attire, which I actually kind of am wearing today because it is raining for the first time in a long time in Southern California. I love scarves, I love sweaters, I love long comfy socks, and I love my big soft boots, which are not outdoor boots, they're inside boots. And my favorite thing to have during the fall is a cup of hot cocoa, and those are marshmallows, itty bitty marshmallows in them.
Oh my gosh, I love that so much. I wish I could wear scarves. I don't have much of a neck. I've just got like a thick plug right here that just immediately goes into shoulders and jaw. If I had a longer neck, I could really rock a scarf. So scarves are out for me, but I do have cardigans, and I have tons of cardigans. I'm not wearing one right now because I'm indoors, but I love cardigans so much. So my favorite thing about fall are the cardigans. I don't know if that's centered or not, but yeah, I love cardigans. The bigger and fluffier and woolier and softer the cardigan, the better. Of course, I love, every cardigan that I own. Pockets, no pockets, color doesn't matter. Just give me more cardigans.
My favorite thing about doing this is seeing everybody's expression is so different, and it's exciting to see everybody's their concepts. So my favorite, and I absolutely love the hot cocoa. Oof, boy. My favorite thing about fall is going out and just raking leaves and the wind blowing and jumping in them. So this is my favorite part of fall, is just going out and enjoying the fresh, crisp air.
So fall is without a doubt my favorite time of year, and it's hard to choose just one thing, but I think the thing I might love most is a nice hot beverage, coffee, which I drink a lot of, or cocoa, or I'm a big fan of peppermint hot chocolate, and also it's especially good when you get to look at the leaves and see the leaves. So sometimes I have a nice cup of something warm and look at the leaves outside of my house, on the trees, or if they're falling.
Peppermint hot cocoa. Oh my goodness, that's next level. I have to do that now.
Same, I have got to try that peppermint hot cocoa. Sounds amazing.
Okay, so it's our favorite part. We have the wheel ready. All right, so now that you are loosened up, let's get our wheel of topics ready. So Tiffany and I both have a wheel, and we will each spin it, and you will do a drawing combining both topics. Ooh, SpaghettiOs.
Okay, SpaghettiOs plus. Is that pickle? SpaghettiOs plus pickle. Here we go.
Okay, I did SpaghettiOs plus a pickle, and I made a little pickle man sitting in a bowl of SpaghettiOs, and it's hot and warm, and for some reason he's sitting in it like like it's a spa or jacuzzi or something, and he's having fun. He put the SpaghettiOs on his arms, and then like every bowl of SpaghettiOs that ever gets eaten, you have to have a little bit of dribble on the side that gets on the placemat or the napkin or the table that has to be wiped up.
So I also made a pickle guy. I wish I thought to put a pickle in a hot tub of SpaghettiOs, but I instead made the pickle large and made him excitedly eating some SpaghettiOs, just dumping them into his SpaghettiO hole.
Jarrett, I think we had the exact same idea here. Yeah, I kind of wish I love the hot tub idea with the smaller pickle. I drew a larger pickle man. Really probably too excited about SpaghettiOs, but he's, I guess, not quite as, enthusiastically eating them as yours is, but, he's certainly, I guess, messier, maybe? I'm not really sure. He even has a little SpaghettiO hat that he wears, so this is kind of like a thing for him. SpaghettiO Day is his favorite day, and he really can't wait to put on his SpaghettiO hat and really dive in to get his SpaghettiOs and do the SpaghettiO eating dance, which is a thing. If you're a pickle, it's a thing, I've heard.
Okay, so my pickle was hungry, and so my pickle is eating some SpaghettiOs, and the SpaghettiOs aren't too excited about getting eaten by Mr. Pickle. So that's where I'm at.
That took a dark turn, and I like it. That was good.
I just have to say, since graphic novels came up earlier, the graphic novel I'm working on is about a bunch of anthropomorphized taco ingredients. So if a pickle eating SpaghettiOs ends up in one of my Hungry Heroes graphic novels, I'll have to thank you guys in the acknowledgments.
All right, let's see what shenanigans we can get ourselves into for round 2. Start off with Peppa Pig.
All right, so we've got Peppa Pig plus, a villain. Very interesting.
All right, I am apologizing in advance for anybody who is a Peppa Pig super fan. I had no idea what to do, so I drew Peppa Pig as a villain, and I named her. I'm assuming Peppa Pig's a girl. I'm just going to assume that. I named Peppa Pig Poopa Pig, and she is the premier neighborhood prankster. And one of her favorite things to do is to go incognito and put a bag of poop on people's doorsteps, and you can see she is going after Miss Piggy this time. And Poopa Pig strikes again, ladies and gentlemen. Even gave her some really cool villain boots, because I feel like every villain needs some really good boots. But Jarrett, I apologize to your daughter. Please don't show her this. I don't want her to hate me forever, since she's such a fan of Peppa Pig. This isn't Peppa Pig, it's Poopa Pig. So there we go. Show her. It'd be like, hey, in that universe, there's a villain called Poopa Pig. Don't be like Poopa, be like Peppa.
The only thing I know about Peppa Pig is that she doesn't know how to whistle, and that one of her friends does. Okay, so I didn't know what to do, but I took Shannon's pickle that was eating the SpaghettiOs, and I turned it into a zombie, and it's going after Peppa Pig. And I do have to admit, I did have to look up how to draw Peppa Pig.
Oh my gosh. Larissa, that you just made my day. That I absolutely loved the pickle addition to Peppa Pig. So yeah, I was thinking Peppa Pig, villain. So my Peppa Pig is she went as when she went trick-or-treating for Halloween, she dressed up as a villain, and you can see the kind of candy she has in here. She's got some peppermints and candy canes for that peppermint cocoa that she's going to add when she gets home from her trick-or-treating. She's going to add her candy canes and peppermint candy to her hot cocoa, so she'll be all set and she'll get warm and comfy when she gets home.
Second, but I drew just an angry Peppa about to do something evil. And after seeing Brooks's drawing, my daughter said, you should turn this into Poopa Pig. So you might have just, Poopa Pig might be eclipsing Peppa Pig in the imagination of this little one.
I loved all of these drawings. They were so good, and y'all's Peppa was way better than my Peppa. I'm still learning on the Peppa, but I'm so glad that Poopa now has a place in your daughter's heart. I think Poopa's definitely got a place in my heart, although don't be like Peppa. Don't put poop on people's doorsteps, because that's rude and a good waste of poop.
I'm seeing a recurring theme here with your drawings, Brooks.
Yes, I may be grown up on the outside, but inside I am still 12, and I laugh probably harder than my students at a really good fart joke, which is why I love Jarrett's books so much, because they speak to me. It's like he wrote them for me, and they're enjoyed by everyone else, but I feel like they're really for me.
They actually are explicitly and exclusively for you, Brooks. The fact that anyone else enjoys them is just a
I want
bonus.
to make it a challenge if we do another round to not draw anything with any potty humor. It's going to be very highbrow. It'll be sophisticated. It'll probably be... it probably won't be funny. It'll be just real meaningful, without any without any poop humor. Humor. That's what poop humor is. It's a combination of those two words. Humor.
All right, let's see what we have for our third wheel. Third wheel. We've got an owl.
Owl plus a mask. Very cool.
Okay, I put my owl in a mask around his eyes, and then I gave him a mask so that he can be safe while he's socially distanced with his friends.
I went the same route as Larissa. I threw a mask on my owl, and I was trying to come up with something witty to say about incorporating an owl noise and about something about wearing masks, like who wouldn't wear a mask or something like that. I don't know. Those are the pieces, and if you guys can think of something, just give me partial credit.
My quick owl is also wearing a mask, so it's on the lookout for. Oh, I should put a moon in there, right? So it's on the lookout for some nice tasty morsel. Oh, we got nighttime here, so it's on the lookout for a tasty morsel, maybe a mouse. But it's wearing a mask, so it stays safe and healthy.
And I went the exact same route. I thought, since I'm going highbrow, sophisticated, serious this time, I was going to draw an owl in a mask. And this owl, good intentions, obviously, but unfortunately this little owl's beak kind of popped through the mask, but still has the message of be responsible and wear a hootin' mask. And as you can see, I didn't put anything in there that had anything to do with potty humor, farts, or anything like that. So, wait a second. I didn't even draw that. That must have already been on the page. Weird. I'll erase it or something. I don't know. But yeah, definitely wear a mask. Weird. A farting worm. That's so odd.
This was way too much fun. Thank you all for joining us for Legit KidLit episode 15, second draw-off episode. And if you don't want to miss out on the upcoming fun, be sure to like and subscribe. To all our wonderful readers, we hope you enjoyed our show and are inspired now to pick up some new and exciting books.
And we'll be back next week with a new special guest and some crazy new fun.